First at 4, Michigan sees another uptick in new coronavirus cases. We're breaking down the very latest numbers from the state today. Plus, from widespread power outages to dangerous heat, Ida's impact is being felt throughout the South. We'll take a close look at the damage. Hi, Paula.
A new way of learning, a new way of thinking about learning. We're seeing something we've never seen before in one of our local school districts, and we'll take you inside to show you.
And welcome to your Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. Beautiful temperatures, beautiful sky, nice blue skies. But what about tomorrow and the holiday weekend? Your full weather forecast first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are following the very latest on the coronavirus. The emergence of the Delta variant continues to lead the surge in new cases. The state reports nearly 4,500 new cases just in the last 48 hours. That's an average of 2,247 cases a day. Sadly, we have lost 90 Michiganders during the same time period, 36 from a review of vital records. Just 1 year ago, the state reported 718 cases and 15 deaths on September 1st. For some comparison for you. Now, on the vaccine front, 65.9% of people in the state have received at least one vaccine dose. Switching gears, an 11-year-old boy is hit by a truck over in West Bloomfield Township. Sky 4 over the scene this morning at Commerce and Keith Road. Police say the child was riding his bike to school when he was hit by that truck. We're told he is injured, but it's not life-threatening. Police say the driver was arrested and will be tested for drugs and alcohol. U.S. relations with the Taliban in Afghanistan are entering a new phase, and the country of Qatar could become a key player in that equation. That tiny Arab state has ties to both the U.S. and the Taliban. The Biden administration still needs help getting up to 200 Americans and even more Afghan allies out of the country. The Taliban wants to be recognized as a legitimate government, and they need humanitarian aid. A top U.S. official says the Pentagon will proceed with caution.
We don't know what the future of the Taliban is, but I can tell you from personal experience that this is a ruthless group from the past, and whether or not they change remains to be seen.
Right now, about a third of Afghanistan's 38 million people are facing a food crisis amid a severe drought, with winter on the way. DTE announces an additional $70 million to fight extreme weather-related power outages. That money will go toward removing trees and trimming branches away from power lines. And it's on top of the $190 million DTE currently spends on tree trimming each year. The company says the investment will not impact customers' bills. Later, what does Michigan Attorneys General have to say about all of this? Help Me Hank has that part of the story when you join us at 5. Time now for our first look at the forecast. And Andrew, it sure was a pretty picture-perfect day out there today.
Oh, you got that right. Chamber of Commerce kind of weather is what we have right now, and it continues for the rest of this afternoon and this evening. Beautiful bright sunshine out there, warm and comfortable. You can almost feel or smell how dry the air is. We've got 78 degrees over at Metro Airport. Elsewhere, we've got temperatures in the middle and upper 70s, 75 for our friends in Howell. Mild conditions in Port Huron with 73 degrees, 79. It was 80 degrees over at City Airport just an hour ago. Another shot of downtown Detroit with 78 again over at Metro Airport. We're still looking at beautiful conditions as we go through the rest of tonight, with temperatures that slip from the 70s where they are now, generally down into the 60s after sunset, and when you join us at 11 o'clock later tonight, some 50s in outlying areas, but the overnight lows will make it to the 50s, even right here in Motown. Even some chillier 40s. We'll talk about how warm again it gets for tomorrow, and of course your full holiday weekend forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Devastating damage, scorching heat, and then torrential rain. The storm that was Hurricane Ida continues to spread misery from the Gulf Coast to the Northeast. This is video right here from the barrier island of Grand Isle, Louisiana. Local official says the island is, quote, uninhabitable. Devin Skillion with the latest from the newsroom with an update on the storm that is impacting so many.
Yeah, Karen, good afternoon. The remnants of Ida have been sending rain and high winds toward the Northeast since it made landfall back on Sunday, but still much of the focus remains on Louisiana and Mississippi, where the storm left behind so much. death, destruction, and the massive power outages which are expected to linger for so long. No end in sight for many of those without power. Officials say it could actually take up to a month to get people back online. Of course, it's extremely hot right now, making life after this storm really miserable. People are scrambling to try to stay cool, looking for food, searching for gasoline. Look at this very long line for gas in Laplace, Louisiana. Students at Tulane University in New Orleans continue to evacuate there. We're told power has been restored to some parts of the city, the lucky few, but no one giving specific numbers yet. Hundreds of thousands, though, likely still without power. Officials say restoring that is just an enormous task. Tulane students know that they're among the lucky ones.
My feelings are that I'm extremely lucky and privileged right now to be able to get out of the city on these buses when most people can't get in and out. I'm worried about the city.
It's a Herculean effort that they have to put forth to tie this loop in. Think about it. 9 parishes, 0 power. And they have to do it in a certain way, and there's no other way that they can do it.
The sad truth of it all. The number of deaths blamed on the storm, right now at least 6 people after a 65-year-old woman was found to have drowned in her home in Louisiana, and a 19-year-old man was killed when his home flooded all the way in Maryland. So Ida, the 5th most powerful storm to ever strike the U.S. One private firm is estimating right now the cost damages from the storm about $50 billion. So Karen, we're going to take you to New Orleans for another update when you join us for Local 4 News at 5.
Images are heartbreaking.
Yeah, really are.
Thank you, Devin. All right, closer to home, Michigan State University officially making former football player Alan Haller its new athletic director. The university's board of trustees voted unanimously today to hire the 51-year-old as its 20th athletic director. Haller served as deputy AD since 2019 and has been with the athletic department since 2010. The former campus police lieutenant played for Coach George Perlis before a 3-year NFL career. Haller replaces Bill Beekman, who resigned in August to serve as the first vice president for strategic initiatives at the university. It is the first week of school, and we are starting to see some of the COVID-induced innovations to jumpstart learning. Paula Topman went to a local district this morning and found that academics is taking a temporary backseat to reteaching basic social skills. First, as a technique to pave the way for basic curriculum-based learning.
You know, what we are hearing from this particular school district is something that we haven't heard from any other school district, where they're actually putting the curriculum second and reteaching social skills that these students lost during the pandemic.
So this is one of our circles.
This circle is being repeated in classrooms throughout the day and throughout the entire Crestwood School District. Located inside Dearborn Heights with about 4,000 students, the superintendent has seized opportunity.
I want to go around this time just so you can share one word about how you feel about.
With relaxed state and federal standardized benchmarks and nearly 2 years of interrupted in-person learning, this district is actually focusing on emotional and mental well-being and reconnecting first, believing it will accelerate learning of the curriculum.
When you have students who are struggling with social or emotional needs, that's like creating a firewall to their academic success.
While some might call it kumbaya, it is anything but. Every teacher in the district has undergone special training to teach students the basics: how to listen, how to talk face to face and not through a device. Empathy, that's a big one.
We teach empathy as part of our curriculum.
Empathy?
Empathy. So that people can understand that with empathy, you're trying to understand how someone else may feel instead of trying to overpower that person with your own feelings.
Basically, it is teaching children who've been tethered to a computer screen or a cell phone for social interaction how to socialize in person again.
We can't do the old model where you just think kids know what to do. They haven't been in school for a year and a half, so you can't sit there and yell and say, stop running in the hallways. We have to teach them what a Riverside Raven does in the hallway on the positive side, on the good side.
We forget how important communication is, the nonverbal communication, or being close to someone. So our goal now is to help get our kids, and not just our kids, but also our staff, reacclimated to those everyday conversations and dialogue.
Yep, your kid is kind of weird at first, but the great thing about children is they learn what you teach them.
And it's just nice sharing out what you have, and it takes out anger, and it's fun to do.
So So in Mr. Phillips' math class, proactive socialization is taught, and then the students hustle up to reorganize for math class. And their minds and hearts and brains are open to the learning because they feel safe and heard. So what's interesting is the ability to do this is because right now there's a loosening of the timeline. In other words, because of COVID, school districts are allowed to try things that they've never tried before. The great thing about this is when you ring this bell, you can't unring it. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Interesting story. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate it. The district, by the way, is asking parents to do their part by keeping children off the computer beyond homework and pushing them to join clubs or see their friends in person, not on devices. A pair of newlyweds go viral for what they did after several guests no-showed their wedding. Find out why they say it served as a teachable moment. Plus, a look at stories making headlines across America, including the ongoing evacuations as the Caldor fire spreads at a fierce pace this afternoon. Up first in Good Health, a new study finds cancer diagnosis declined during the pandemic. What researchers say led to the change.